Welcome back, guys, to a brand new video. I'm sorry I haven't been posting. I've been busy. It's been about 2 months since I posted on this channel, and I'm sorry about that. The only time I got time to go fishing is over the weekend, and this past weekend has been pouring. It's rainy season out here in Florida. I'm crossing my fingers that this weekend doesn't pour because I'm trying to go fishing and make a video for y'all guys. And I really appreciate you guys subscribing. We're at 331 subscribers already. My main goal is to hit 500 subscribers by the end of the year. I really think we're able to hit that goal. So if you're new to the channel, I'm just a local guy here in Central Florida doing videos, fishing videos, and also doing minor upgrades to my John boat. So if you're new to the channel, subscribe. So guys, this video is going to be a little minor upgrades that I did to the John boat. I finally added a fish finder up here in the front, and as well finally added carpet back there. It looks nice and neat out there. And so I added a little minor upgrades to the battery as well. I added a little quick disconnect so the trolling motor and the fish finder is all connected to the same battery. So did that, and also did the wiring for the transducer. I hope this video helps y'all guys. If y'all out there trying to figure out how to install a fish finder, I'll show you how I did the process, how I added it to the trolling motor. And as well, this is a basic budget fish finder I had. I had it for 2 years and I finally installed it, and so hopefully this video helps y'all guys out. And so I'm gonna start the video. The video is probably gonna be all over the place, and but I did my best to show y'all guys, and hopefully you enjoy the content. Welcome back, guys, to a brand new video. So today we're going to be working on the Almighty John boat right here. So this John boat don't have a fish finder, so we're going to add a fish finder. We're going to upgrade a little things as well. We're going to upgrade a little bit of the wiring with the battery, add some little quick disconnects as well, so it could be easier removing the battery, charging the battery as well. And then we're also going to add some cleats that I bought recently just to put on the side of the boats. The ones that they have right now, it's pretty rusty. The screws are really rusty. Don't really know if you can see that. It's really rusty, so we're going to change that up. Do a little minor upgrade, little touch up. Alright, so we're gonna do the carpet back here. Haven't done the carpet, it's been years probably since I had the old carpet when I first got the John boat, so we're gonna do that. I got the carpet right here, and then we're gonna do the little disconnect for the battery for the outboard for this one right here, and as well for the trolling motor that we have right here. The trolling motor connection you'll probably see throughout the video. That's pretty janky at how I had it connected. It was pretty ghetto. They didn't have it really connected well, and so a little fire hazard as well. And so we're going to do that in today's video. And here's the little fish finder we have right here, little Garmin basic Striker 4 that I got recently. And so we're just going to add it as well, do some wiring. And so hopefully you enjoy the content. And as well, got everything set up, everything right here, little quick disconnect. I got the little cleats right here, and as well the wiring for the Garmin as well, and then as well some little accessories, screwdrivers, bolts, screws as well to put on the boat. And so ready to go. So hopefully y'all enjoy the video. So yeah, guys, this is a 14-foot John boat I have. So I know there's some new people to the channel, so I haven't really shown too much information about the John boat. So the John boat has a little Minn Kota Maximum 50-pound truss trolling motor up here. I have one battery right there as well, and then I have another battery over there for the outboard. It's a 25 horsepower Nissan four stroke. And so this used to have carpet when I first had it, took it off, haven't put carpet since then. And as well, this, I added this decking right here, and then this came with the boat as well. And so we're just gonna add carpet right there real quick, and then as well do some minor upgrades throughout the boat. And so I'm gonna change these out first. This is gonna be the simplest thing to do. And so we just got a little screwdriver right here, and so I'm gonna change these. So these are really rusty, haven't changed them since I got them, and so hopefully they're easy to take out. I think they are. So a little screwdriver right here. Yeah, so out with the old, pretty rusty nails as well. They use the rust off after a while. Self-tapper nails as well. So we're just gonna wipe this off. I have a damp towel over here. And right there. There you go, guys. Out with the old right here. Added the new one. Looks nice. Amazing. I think it's the same brand, honestly, because look, exactly the same. Never added these. These came with the boat when I bought it, and so don't know exactly where they got them. It looks like the same ones right here. Using right here little self-drilling screws. Didn't really need self-drilling. I already have holes, but perfect size for these. So it's a size 8, and it's an inch and a half deep long. not too long, not too short. This is the ones I'm using. Got these at Walmart recently, so didn't really know which brand. Just decided to get these. Look amazing. Look exactly the same ones as the old ones. Hopefully the audio is not terrible either. It's pretty, not windy, but don't have the mic connected to the GoPro. It's just the audio from the GoPro itself. So hopefully it doesn't sound terrible at all. We're gonna do the same thing to all 4 of these. So I just got 3 left, so we're gonna do that real quick. Won't bore y'all guys. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Well, I think I'm gonna have my brother doing the wiring, and so could do with the carpet. I have a wet rag, it's a little dusty, so I'll clean this up so I could put the new adhesive on here, carpet adhesive, put the carpet, cut the extra pieces. Do have a little decking right here. It's just I never screwed on the decking to the main boat because raining reason. I live in Florida, it rains a lot, and so don't want to have that wood to rot. I did put some oil-based paint on there, but the thing is, after a while it rains a lot out here, so it gets wet. Usually I do have it covered with the tarp, but sometimes the tarp breaks, and so if y'all have any good boat covers, put them down below in the comments. Been looking. What I'm using is just regular tarps, and they usually break after a while, after 2 months. For now, I'm gonna just leave it as is. When I go fishing, put it on. When I'm done fishing, I'll take it out, store it. I'll show y'all real quick, guys. Had it really janky. The wiring on this was really bad, and so when I first got the trolling motor, so I had an older trolling motor, and that one had little connections where I'm able to connect this directly to the battery. Didn't have no circuit breaker, no fuse box, and before I did my research, people recommend using a little fuse box or a circuit breaker as well, just in case something happens, so you won't toast your trolling motor, because trolling motors are expensive. They're over like $500 main quota, and so regular basic ones as well, 300, 400, 500, up to even 1,000 if you go to expensive one. And so did get a circuit breaker as well, so I'm gonna have him install that as well. And then the connection, this is how janky I had it set up. So I had the red wire here, the negative right there, and so as you could tell, it was burning up. Didn't have good connection. It was kind of loose, and it was sparking. And so when I've been using the trolling motor, you see the bolt right here, it's really like toasty. It got hot, really hot out here, so that's why I decided to get the quick disconnect. It does come with the fuse, but I'm gonna use a circuit breaker, delete the fuse that it came with a quick disconnect, and have them install that. Yeah guys, recommend getting a circuit breaker fuse box. Luckily I had good luck, my trolling motor still is alive, didn't break or anything. And so recently did my carpet on here. As you could tell, my previous videos is probably all white wood right here, and then the rest were carpet. Didn't have time to add piano hinges on here, but finally did over like a month ago. Later on probably add some carpet here. I did do the paint. I did a video on here. If you haven't watched it, check it out. I did the paint. Did some Rust-Oleum paint from Lowe's. It's lasted for a while. It's just it gets really scratched up easily, and so as you can tell, it's really scratched up right here. The paint's coming off. Previous boat owner, once you take this off, it has a big hole in the center right here. They had a little fish finder right here, so I guess for them be able to fish the wire inside the battery, that'd create a hole right here, and as well to connect the trolling motor. And so it was really janky how they cut the hole, and so luckily I just added a little metal plate right here with some rivets. Looks nice. I'm probably gonna paint this later on. And so this is where the fish finder is gonna be at. There's a little Garmin Striker 4 that I got probably like a year ago from Christmas, and didn't have the time to install it. And so I'm gonna install it just so when there's days that I can't catch fish, could fish a little deeper, find some fish out there in the deep, get into the little fish finders. Never really had the opportunity to use it while fishing, so I want to use it, get the hang of it, and probably get bigger one later on when I upgrade the boat or upgrade to a bigger boat as well. And so yeah guys, I'm gonna show y'all real quick. So I went to Amazon looking through. I was searching so many days, trying to find like a little quick disconnect for my trolling motor and as well for my accessories. And so luckily I was able to find this brand right here, Connect Ease. It's a little quick disconnect. It's a 12 volt. They have for 24 volts as well. And so they have for different connections as well. They also have for the main outboard straight to the battery this quick disconnect, so I got that for the battery in the back. And then here's the little quick disconnect I got from them. And so basically connect them real quick right there. The battery's right here for the battery. Trying to disconnect it, disconnect. And then it comes with all these accessories. I believe it's 3 accessories. I think it's 3. Yeah, 3 accessories that you could add, and then 1 for the trolley motor, 12 volt. I think it's 10 gauge. I think this is 10 gauge. Yeah, 10 gauge. And then you got 3 14 gauge for your accessories. So this is going to be for the fish finder, and then this is going to be for the trolley motor. And so have the fish finder connection as well right here. So you got your regular black and then your regular red right here. So I have that. Found these on Amazon, so I'll probably put a link. It's Connect These if you're looking for a little quick disconnect for your trolley motor to the battery, as well for your outboard. They sell multiple options as well, 24 volts as well. And so here's the we're probably gonna have to take this out. And then I was thinking of putting it like right here, the wire could go through, but I think up here, just because the wire's right here, it could go down. So if you want to make it a little bit bigger, so we could connect these little grommets, or so we could just put it there, the wire. It's gonna be that right there for the
it won't be a lot, but you have that little place.
even the perfect square or nothing. Well guys, it's day number 2. So we didn't get too far. There was a day I didn't fully record at all when I was doing the wiring for the Garmin. I was just tightening it up because I was trying to go fishing this past weekend, but didn't happen. But I was just doing some little tight ups with the wiring. At first I started soldering, but then at the end I decided like it was it wasn't too clean. And also the shrink wrap, the solder, it was getting cut in between, so it wasn't covering fully with the shrink wrap. And so I decided to go get some butt connectors again. So yeah guys, the Garmin powers up all good. There's a rubber grommet right there, grommet that I put on here that goes to the sheet metal so the wiring won't get cut up. The power sonar, the sonar is already tied up to the trolley motor. I'm gonna tighten it up, go all the way down to the trolley motor right there. And then we bought a bigger grommet for right here for the power. The one that it has right now is pretty small, doesn't fit quite a bit, so we went to Home Depot, got some decent sized ones right here. So nice perfect size right here. So that's where the power of the trolley motor, and then the sonar is going to wrap around the trolley motor all the way down here, and then it's going to come out right here at this grommet connected to the Garmin. I did the wiring a little bit, so I have right here the little quick disconnects. These are the 2 I'm not using, so these are the 2 accessory cords I'm not currently using. And then this one right here is the one I'm using for the Garmin. It has a 5 amp fuse, but the Garmin already comes with a 3 amp. So just in case breaks at 3 amp, I have a 5 amp fuse. I probably go to a 3 amp as well, just to have it the same. And right here I cut off the fuse right here because I have a circuit breaker right here mounted already. So it's a regular basic circuit breaker that I bought from Amazon. You could look up trolley motor marine circuit breaker for the trolley motor and you'll find those. And so didn't really need the fuse, so cut them and bought some 10 gauge wire, and then it's already connected to the trolley motor right here. At first I was doing some soldering with this and wasn't really working out, wasn't looking too clean, and so messed up on here because they already came with butt connectors, but I cut them off because I wanted to solder them. And now to make it more clean, I decided to put the butt connectors back on. And so regular size 10 gauge butt connectors, waterproof, heat shrink, and so they shrink up when you put the lighter on there. And so I'm gonna cut these up real quick so I could take the cable out from the hole, and then I'm gonna put the power cable, the red cable, going through the circuit breaker through the line, and then the wire for the trolley motor is going to be at the load side. So I'm gonna connect those real quick, put new butt connectors I got, and as well some little waterproof ring terminals as well for the circuit breaker. Perfect size as well. So it's a 12 to 10 gauge 1/4 ring terminals, perfect size that fits on the circuit breaker. I'll show you the circuit breaker real quick. It's nothing fancy, it's bought on Amazon. And as well, this grommet right here that's going to be right here. I believe it's 3/4 of a size of a grommet, so the power of the trolling motor and the sonar cable will fit perfectly there. And also bought these little hooks so the wiring cable management won't look too messy under here, under the flooring. So I'm some cable clamps assorted. It's going to screw on to the frame and then make it nice and neat. Cable management, hopefully it doesn't look too nasty. And so that's pretty much I'm working on. So I'm probably just going to disconnect the power so the power could be connected to the circuit breaker, and then disconnect here so I could be able to take the wire out, reconnect the butt connectors on here, waterproof. I have some shrink wrap as well, and then I bought some regular small zip ties as well, so cable management on here could look perfect and dandy. And then on the trolling motor, the cable management is not perfect, but it's something. And so I have the sonar right there at the bottom right there, so it's nice, perfectly snug with the zip tie. Didn't snap off the zip tie yet, just in case if I need to rearrange the sonar, move it a little bit. So I'm gonna just leave it as is until my first day of testing it out in the water, see how it is, and if it works perfectly, that's when I'll cut it off. Then I did the little cable ties right here. It goes all the way up on this side of the pole because the trolling motor lays flat, so I wanted the cables to be upside instead of getting budged in by the trolling motor stand. And so it looks nice and neat, perfect and all, but it's regular zip ties around the trolling motor. And then also recommend leaving a little gap right here just in case, so when the trolling motor is spinning around, it has room to spin around as well, it doesn't get caught. So it's perfect sizing right there, so it doesn't get caught. So yeah, this is how the trolling motor looks like. Goes with the sonar right there, perfectly pointed correctly, even it out, circled in between blades, perfect, nice and neat. Cable ties right here, added one right here, all the way right here as well right here. So like I said, I put the cables upside up just so it won't get snugged in between the trolling motor and with the little bracket I have up here, so there won't be any cable breaking off or anything. So the cable's upright, it's gonna go in between all the way up here, and then I have it tied on to the trolling motor. It's gonna go all the way down, and all the way down to the trolling motor, to the power cable, and through this hole right here with the rubber grommet that I'm gonna add on so it won't break off. And then also when I was doing that, my little hatch broke off. Screw is it's right over there. It's a really small screw. It's like less than ½ an inch. And so this time I bought 1.5 inch screws that were going to go a little bit deeper into the wood so it won't come off as easily. Hopefully that works. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna just do a little cable management around here. Hopefully it looks nice and dangy and perfect. Probably won't look perfect, but it's something. So yeah guys, that's basically how I have the Garmin right here. There's a little metal plate, so don't worry guys. This is, like I said, from the previous owner that decided to cut a hole that wasn't even neat and perfect, and so I have a little metal plate that's covered so it won't look as raggedy as it looks right now. I'm gonna start working on the cable management as well, finishing up the wiring for the Garmin as well, make it nice and neat, put those grommets on there, the butt connectors as well. The carpet on the back, I'm probably gonna do that next day. It's not gonna be soon, it's probably be in a few days, so it's probably gonna be in this video as well. So it's gonna be in a few days. It's too late right now. It's currently about to be 7 p.m. right now. The sun's going down right now, and so it's a perfect time right now because it's not too hot. Florida weather is extremely hot. It's been in the 90s, 95s lately in Florida, and so that's what I'm gonna do right now. Hopefully, you know, it turns out good. And like I said, I'm excited. Honestly, first time ever using the Garmin. You know, it's not the best, but you know, it's something for a beginner. So hopefully, you know, I'm able to catch some giant fish out there and find some structure out there as well. I'm gonna start real quick, and so hopefully it turns out good, you know. So let's start fix this boat up, make it nice and neat. If y'all wondering what I'm using, I'm just using regular heat shrink marine sheep tubing, and then Amazon, I recommend using Connect Ease quick disconnect for the batteries. You're able to connect your trolling motor, 3 other accessories as well, so recommended. They have other types of products as well, just trolling motors and the charger, or just straight accessories, so they got multiple on Amazon. And then what I'm using is just regular butt connectors, crimp shrink butt splice, waterproof. And then I also got this at Amazon. This is the marine circuit breaker that I bought. It's 60 amps. Searched it up on online, Apparently 60 amps is good for the trolling motor for the Minn Kota. So it's a regular circuit breaker right here from Amazon. Gonna connect that as well, and just regular some cable clamps as well, just to make it all nice and neat on the boat. Ring terminals, and then this is the grommet size I'm gonna use for the trolling motor and for the sonar cable. So yeah, if y'all wondering, I bought these at Amazon, some at Amazon, and some products as well at Lowe's, Harbor Freights, and as well you can find these at Amazon as well. There's variety packs as well, so search them up if you're trying to add some, you know, wiring, some accessories to your John boat. Recommend trying this out as well. Alright guys, first step. So for me, in order to make that hole bigger, I have to cut this up real quick, take out the cable for the trolling motor, and then make it a little bigger so I'm able to fit this grommet right here. Put it right there, make it nice and neat. And then so gotta cut this up in pieces. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just cut it in between, in the middle. There it goes. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. This is a metal bracket right here, metal pole in between the hole right here. So for me, I should have moved the hole. I should have left that hole and just moved it a little bit closer over here. Cable does fit nicely in there. Now I have to take this tape off I had just in case it did mess up my. There you go, guys. Let that cool off a little bit. So what I did was connected the butt connectors and then added two shrink tubes. So I added the first one and then I overlaid the other one more than halfway, just so extra protection, you know, just in case. So now this is the power. So this is going to be connected to the circuit breaker that's on this side right here, and then I gotta cut this up and figure out which one's the power real quick, just so I won't get them mixed up. Alright guys, so everything's good right now. What I did is put a regular 10 gauge butt connector right here in between the neutral that goes to the battery on the quick disconnect. And so neutral, I put black, and then I also put butt connector. I put one layer of tubing in between, and then one at each end, just extra protection, just to be on the safe side. And then right here on the power, so I already got the power of the trolling motor, so got it connected here. Put a little terminal right here, shrink waterproof terminal, just so it won't get wet, just in case if it gets wet, it's all good. Put two tubings as well, so it be extra protected. Same thing on the other side that's connected. So this is going to be connected to the circuit breaker. It's going to be to the line to load. So there we go. Now we got to test it out, and hopefully they fit. So yeah guys, if you wondering how to connect the circuit breaker, here's a regular circuit breaker. Resets, push it, 60 amps, so just in case if it goes over, my trolling motor is all protected and well and safe. Recommend it. Never had fuse on there, so I'm pretty lucky that it never went out on me. And so the line is going to go here, and the load's going to be here. So the line connected to the battery, and the red line, the power from the trolling motor, is going to be connected here on the load side, and then the battery side is going to be the line side. I'm going to connect it up. Hopefully it works. So now connect the trolling motor here, see if it turns on. Okay, so now that works. So now we click reset. Power should be going through. And yep, it's working. Should work. And it's working, guys. Hell yeah, guys. Got the power working. Circuit breakers installed. Now worry about the wiring tomorrow. Gotta do that, adjust that, make it all proper. So I'm gonna put the wiring with these little cable clamps. So I'm gonna screw them against the wall right here on the frame, all around, and this side as well go around here, connected to the battery. So I think we're good to go. Alright, so now next step right now I'll do real quick is run the cable from the sonar. What I was thinking is wrapping it around or having it straight up instead of wrapping it, zip ties around, or wrap it up and then put zip ties around. And then I'm gonna make it go through this grommet right here and then have it come out where the power's at right now, so it could be connected to the Garmin instead of having a lot of cable hanging out right here. So there's a lot of access cable that I'm not really using, and so I don't want it just to be on here and then connect it. It looks kind of janky to me, so I want to wrap it around all the way down, zip tie it here together and to the grommet here, move it all the way around here and have it coming out from the power. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Do that real quick before the sun goes down. Just to be on the safe side. Don't think it'll come loose, but just have it there. Right here. Should be good. Here in the middle. Well guys, Garmin is connected, turns on, gives us everything, gives us the temperature, gives us the voltage as well as the time. Currently won't tell us the depth right now because we're not in the water, and then also gives you miles per hour, how fast you're going. I guess it's working properly. Sonar's connected, it's well mounted. So I got the power, I got the sonar. Like I said, the sonar is going through the trolling motor all the way down here. It's connected right here. So put it straight all the way up. Make sure you leave a little space in between because this spins, the top doesn't, and so you want to make sure there's enough wire so it won't get caught. Have it all around here. Zip tied it right here. Zip tied it right here with some small zip ties. I'm gonna smooth out the edges so it won't be as pointy, sharp. All around, wrapped it all around, all the way down, going down to the power of this grommet that we installed as well. It's 3/4 grommet, so it's nice, decent. The wire's going nice and smoothly. Now it won't get cut up with the bolt, the metal. The wires won't get exposed, and so it's good to go. Zip tied it there. Might put another zip tie here, probably won't, just so it could go run smoothly. And then have the wire coming all the way down here, connected to the Garmin. And so good to go. Hell yeah guys, I'm excited. Next step is cable management. Yes, I know, cable management is kind of messy, so probably heard me repeat it again. So we're gonna have the cable running all around. You'll see how I'll do it. Who knows, I'll probably change it up. So cable management is the next step, and from there we're gonna install the hatch. And then once the hatch is installed, we're good to go on the front. And yeah, that's basically it. Zip ties and cable clamps up in this side. No more tubing, cutting. Hopefully not. Hopefully I don't decide to change my mind and do something else. But yeah. Alright guys, we are back. Hopefully it doesn't rain today like yesterday. So yesterday wasn't able to do nothing at all basically to the boat. And so the only thing I was able to do is reconnect the connections for the Garmin. We did the wiring and that's it, and then put some zip ties, and that's basically it. That's the only thing I had time to do yesterday. So we're gonna finish this before, hopefully it doesn't rain again. Guys, it's installed correctly. So what I feel like this one's already stripped in there, so probably give it a few months until they get unscrewed. And so I just got to find a different way how to open the hatch. I know some people put a little extender that goes right here so it automatically stays there and the hinges don't get affected because it doesn't go all the way back where it's going to start pulling out the screws. And so for right now, I'm gonna leave it as is. At least it has longer screws and it's able to stay. It's a little bit sturdier than how it was compared to, where's the screws at, compared to these screws right here. So these were less than half an inch smaller, so it was easy to pull out and get loose. And so hopefully the 1.5 inch screws are good to go. So I'm gonna leave it as is right now. It's perfect, it's working perfectly fine for me, so no issues at all. And also I'm gonna have the trolling motor right here so it doesn't go all the way back, so it stays up there for a bit, just so when I have to change the batteries or anything like that, or charge the battery, it's like a little quick access for me. And so I'm gonna leave it as is right there. So guys, I'm not a professional, but here's the quick release right here that I bought on Amazon. So I tied all the cables with cable clamps, self-tapping screws to the metal framing, and put them all around the edge. And so there it goes, the circuit breaker right there with the power is connected to the battery, and the load is connected to the trolling motor. So it's all nice and cable tucked away. And so I have excess cable longer. I put all the extra cable in here just in case if I do need to extend it longer later on in the future, decide not to cut it. But it looks amazing for me. And also the hinges, the piano hinges, are perfectly now on there. I believe they're probably going to fall off sooner or later, but for right now it looks amazing. So I'm going to leave it as is. And so it's looking good. It's looking good, guys. I'm stoked. I'm excited. And so the only thing left is to do the carpet. The back over there hasn't been carpeted yet, and so that's the only thing. I'm probably going to do that tomorrow, hopefully, crossing fingers. If not, I'll probably do it on Sunday and just go fishing Saturday as is. But it's looking amazing. It's going smoothly. So yeah, guys, probably at the end of the video, I'm probably going to do a little quick tour of what I've done to the Jon boat so far with the transducer, with the fish finder, with jet hatch, and as well with the quick disconnect on the battery. I recommend it, guys. If y'all want some ideas, hopefully this gives y'all some ideas on what y'all want to do with your Jon boat or your small boat. And so like I said, I'm not a professional. This is my first time installing the fish finder, first time doing a quick disconnect on my battery. I've never done it before, but it's going smoothly for me, and you know, I recommend it. And so probably in the near future, I'll probably redo the whole Jon boat as well. I want to redo it. I had some ideas, but not right now because the material, Anglo aluminum, is pretty expensive right now. So probably in a year or two, I'll probably redo the whole boat, do better decking, do better accessories, and better carpet as well. Probably in the near future. Hopefully, you know, my channel grows from there. So that's pretty much it for today. Tomorrow we're going to work on the carpet. Hopefully we're able to install that as quick as possible, so on Saturday we could go fishing and don't have to do anything for the weekend. But you know, hopefully you enjoy the content, and see ya tomorrow. Alright guys, so we're back. So probably day number, honestly lost how many days. So I got this carpet adhesive. It's a 1 gallon. I know it's a lot, don't really need a whole gallon just for this spot. I was honestly going to buy the little smaller tubs, but they don't have them. They didn't have none at Lowe's. And I was either thinking of using the carpet adhesive, the spray-on from Gorilla Glue spray-on carpet adhesive, but wasn't too sure, so I decided to use this. So time to put on the carpet. You got your regular blade, your spreader, and see how this project goes. Honestly feeling iffy about it. Oh man. Press on here. Well guys, carpet's on, the adhesive is good. I'm gonna clean up tomorrow once it dries up a little bit with the carpet adhesive. Scrape it off with a little scraper. Same thing around this area, around this. Probably wipe this down right now. Same thing at the edges. And so the only reason why I put carpet is because it gets really hot during the summer. And so whenever I'm sitting or kneeling down, metal in the sun, it's no bueno, and so you get burnt a little bit. And so that's the only reason why I put some carpet out here, so I could go barefoot, don't have to worry about getting burnt with the sun. And so tomorrow as well, once it dries out, I'm gonna just trim the edges around here, make it more look nicely. I just left it like this so the carpet adhesive could dry up a little bit, and so I don't want no carpet adhesive on the actual carpet. As you can tell right here, I'm gonna get a gray permanent marker, mark it off right here as well. Just want to look all gray. This spot right here, there's a few little spots up there as well, so it's not bad, you know. And a little cutout right there for the information about the boat. And then just scrape all this carpet adhesive off tomorrow. So it's going good. Hell yeah, guys. Well guys, it's a few days later. The Jumbo build is finally over, and everything went out smoothly except one thing. As you could tell, the previous clip, I was putting some carpet back here, but look, there's no carpet no more. And so for the past 3 days, it's been pouring, raining all day, and so the tarp I had on here wasn't the best, so water was leaking in and the carpet was getting wet, and so the carpet adhesive wasn't drying quick enough. And so there was one day, Saturday morning I believe, over the weekend, I pulled out the carpet easily, and so I decided to take it off because the water wasn't letting it dry and it was already wet, and so I decided to take it off, and I'm probably gonna have to redo that later. So for this video, carpet's off now. It's disappointing, but everything else went smoothly. I added the circuit breaker, the quick disconnect for the battery, the trolling motor, and as well as for the Garmin. And so installed as well the transducer on the trolling motor, and also installed the Garmin Striker 4. So it's a little budget fish finder, and so if you're looking for a budget fish finder for your kayak small Jumbo, Striker 4 is pretty small. It's easily to install. This is my first time installing a fish finder to the boat, and as well as a little quick disconnect on here and a circuit breaker for the trolling motor. And so everything else went smoothly. The hatch is perfectly fine, and so it's sturdy enough. Hopefully it doesn't fall off in the near future, but the little quick disconnect circuit breakers right here works perfectly fine, and as well as the little fish finder I have up here. Everything else went smoothly. Connection, zip ties, the transducers on the trolling motor, so everything else went smoothly. So yeah guys, this is the best low budget DIY John boat build I've done on my channel. Everything was pretty low budget. The only expensive thing was the trolling motor. I bought this brand new, so that was the only high cost on this John boat build, and as well as the fish finder. And that's pretty much it. So if you're trying to do a little DIY John boat build, I recommend it. You'll have a blast. You have a blast out there fishing, catching fish, enjoying the waters, and so I recommend it. And as well, if you have any other questions about the John boat that y'all want me to answer, y'all can put them down below in the comments, and I'll try my best to answer them for you guys. I also decided to test out the John boat, test out the Garmin Striker 4, was able to locate structure and was able to catch a fish as well. So everything went smoothly. The transducer was working perfectly fine, and I also caught a 3.5 pound bass using the Garmin. I was able to locate structure. I casted my rig and was able to hook a nice decent sized fish. But you know, that's pretty much it for today's video. Hopefully I enjoy the content. I'm sorry I haven't been uploading for the past 2 months. My main goal is to upload at least one video a week for you guys, and I also appreciate you guys subscribing. We're at 345 subscribers to this channel, and so if you're new, I'm just a guy here in Central Florida doing fishing videos out here in Central Florida, fishing random lakes. And so if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel. So that's pretty much it for today's video. Hopefully I enjoy the content, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.